Hello, Taurus. Welcome to This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. It's going to be a video for Taurus. And I just want to say a quick thank you to all stars, all you subscribers. You're what makes this channel possible. And I love doing these readings for you. So I just want to thank you for being here and thank you for watching, whether you've been watching for a long time or if you've just recently subscribed. Really a pleasure, and I just want to wish everyone happy holidays as well. So let's take a look at what's going up for Taurus. We start the month with a full moon in Gemini on November 3rd, and that's in your second house, Taurus. So that's the house that Taurus normally rules. It's a house of possessions, finances, assets, things that we own, things that are ours, we possess. So for you, with a full moon in Gemini, it's a time where your finances and your possessions and your assets are being highlighted. For some of you, this may mean more money coming in around this time. Sometimes it's a completion or something that we're releasing. Some of you may be releasing an asset, selling something. But for most of you, I'm getting the sense that it's really just highlighting your finances, either coming to a place of, satisfaction and fullness there with a lot of money, feeling abundant, or it could be highlighting what you need to do in order to make yourself more abundant, to have the things that you want, to focus on the assets that you currently have and anything that you would like to release or clear out. Good time to clear clutter, good time to clean anything out or let go of any old possessions that you no longer need or want, to make room. And speaking of new things, we've got a new moon on November 18th in Sagittarius, and this is happening in your, let's see, what house is for you? This is 8th house. And the 8th house is the house of transformations, the house of death and rebirth. It's the house of other people's money. So it could be a good time for those of you who want to take on a loan. A new moon in any house is a good time to begin things, initiate things. I wouldn't say sign any contracts or documents during this time because there has been a Mercury retrograde just prior to this. But once Mercury comes out of retrograde, which should be right around that time, then you can go ahead and initiate anything to do with other people's money, with finances, with loans. And it could be a new time for rebirth, to find out hidden secrets, to find out things that are below the surface. If you've been interested in inquiry, things that are secret, to things that have been hidden, this is a wonderful time to, say, begin any research projects or discover something new. If you're looking into occult matters or, say, even things like hidden mysteries, wonderful time to begin something there, as well as depth psychology. If you're looking at what's hidden and below the surface in your own psyche, it's a great time to begin that. You have Jupiter hanging out all year in your 7th house of partnerships in Scorpio. So there's blessings there all year. It's a time of expansion and blessings in terms of your partnerships, Taurus. Let's take a look at what's coming up for you. Looks like you open the month with Sun in reverse. Sun is such a positive card that even in reverse, it's still very positive. It shows a lot of blessings. In the reverse, it says that you may be resisting some of the blessings that are coming to you or due to you. It's sort of like the sun at that. So I'm going to ask you, what fear, doubt, or resistance, Taurus, do you need to remove or clear out in order to feel the sun coming forth in its full radiance? This is really a card about joy, abundance, happiness, vitality, balanced. And I really get the sense that it's something to do with your goals, things that you'd like to accomplish, things that you would like to bring to yourself. So right around this full moon, and I'm seeing this echoed here in the image of the pearl, this full moon in Gemini, again with these two things here, that you want to focus on what are your goals going forward, what would you like to initiate, What would you like to let go of? Because Two of Wands has to do with initiating action. Sometimes this card is called sending your ships out. It can also mean balance, finding balance in partnerships because it's hard. And it also means receiving support. So I'm going to ask you what is it that you can release and then receive support in to further your goals, to achieve them, to begin striking out on this new venture that potentially will bring you a lot of happiness. Both of these cards have the imagery of two in them. There's a couple here, and then there's two people in this card. And what I'm going to say is that in this one, there's the focus is on you, Taurus, and then the other person is in a supportive role. So I think that by seeing where you can receive support will really strengthen your bond with someone that you're in partnership with. You may need to ask for support from your partner, and then this comes full force, the sun, happiness, joy, vitality. So that's one thing to think about as it opens. I see in some ways that you may be feeling isolated in terms of earning money or working on a project. With both of these in reverse, it's saying hermit can feel like isolated or just that they're on their own looking for the truth in a situation. And Three of Coins has to do with multiple streams of income. It has to do with creativity, building, working on a project. Usually this is when group projects are featured. So I kind of see you here on the outside looking into this, or feeling like you have to carry the load by yourself and you would rather be in partnership or group projects, like working on something collaboratively with someone else. So again, it really echoes for me the need to ask for support, especially with anything that you're trying to accomplish. Otherwise, it may be delayed, or you may not be able to bring as much financial assets to yourself because you're feeling like you're having to shoulder the burden on your own. So really, I get the sense that you can ask your partner to help chip in, or ask for support from external sources. Then you may have more access to this Sun card. In the middle of the month, I see that you have a lot of optimism, a lot of energy and vitality, especially when it comes to recovering or healing from something. And you have a lot of initiative power to make things happen. This could even be related, Taurus, to helping someone else heal or recover from something. As you can see, they're going from choppy waters to smoother horizons in this card. And there are two people here again. So this may be you helping someone else with their recovery, excuse me, or someone else helping you, or you helping yourself. I'm seeing the person huddled down here though in the card, so I'm really seeing it as potentially you helping someone else in terms of healing and recovery. And I see that you have access to the elements that will need to add in order to make that happen. Magician is someone who makes things happen. He says abracadabra. He says, I am, and I make it so. Abracadabra literally means I speak it. What I say becomes true. What I say shows up in experience in the mundane and physical world. So tap into your higher resources to bring results down here into the physical realm. And you really, what I'm going to say is you really have a lot of healing powers this month. Healing regarding either yourself or someone else. And it just takes a lot of focus and concentration to make that happen. And then you go to smoother seas, go to a place that's a lot calmer, a new horizon. And it may be that as you heal or help someone else heal, it may bring up things in your relationship or in the way that you view relationships. With lovers in reverse, it says that there may be some old patterns or beliefs that limit you in this area of connecting with another or being vulnerable, or even just having the greatest strength in a connection that you possibly could have. I'm getting that some of you are healing from old beliefs. Swords are usually ideas, thoughts, beliefs, wisdom, knowledge, or experience. And that this new, because it's a one card, it's a new chapter, it's a new beginning, a new definition. Maybe saying, I no longer believe those old things. And it can help heal any problems in relationships that show up, whether it's codependency or imbalance in relationships. As you attend to this, Taurus, in the middle of the month, you have the opportunity to turn this card right side up. And it really can strengthen your relationships, or the way that you show up in relationships, or any sort of love connection that you might have. Even your relationship to love can be strengthened. So, and these lilies represent renewal. So, that's really positive. I see that you have a lot of enthusiasm and action and passion for that, Taurus. This is Paige, which is someone who's ready to start something new and put a lot of energy towards learning something. So I really see it as learning about recovering or healing, and then getting results. Magician creates results, and I see it as potentially strengthening any weaknesses that are currently existing in your relationship to love, or in your love connection. I see you as releasing towards the end of the month, releasing old heartbreaks and disappointments and betrayals regarding love stories that you've had from the past. This is really nice too. Anything that, when I see all three of these together, what I'm seeing is Six of Cups has to do with kindness and sweetness and exchange heart energy with someone else. It's like the love vibration of when we're children and we feel open and innocent and childlike with someone else. And this is usually having to do with things to do with childhood or past relationships, people we've maybe known since childhood. There may have been a way where you have experienced heartbreak or sadness in the past, or felt like it drained you completely. What's happening in both of these cards is that the blood is draining out of this person, draining their life force, draining their energy. With all of these in reverse, I see it as a potential to let go and confront, those old stories, and look at what beliefs have limited you. What do you need to release, to heal, and allow those old wounds to close? I really actually see it echoing this recovery card, because this card, the old stories, the old love patterns, maybe when we acted like a child or when we were less mature in our lives, it's surrounded by these swords cards, which tell me it really is about your thoughts and your beliefs regarding this love, or how you have approached love in the past. And because this is upright, this is real healing and recovery. And I really see with these in reverse, it's real letting go of the thoughts that limited you, thought systems, belief patterns that drained the life force and the energy out of you, that kept your heart from being whole. So it's a real opportunity, really, towards the last 2/3 of her, to heal from old love stories, old beliefs that keep your heart hurt, or you need to draw these swords out of your heart to let it be whole, to heal and recover. And I really see a chapter ending. This is you feeling supported from all directions. This is you coming to a conclusion, to the end of a chapter, and coming through this wreath of laurels that represents victory, and coming through as a new you, feeling supported, feeling complete, feeling like a new level of maturity and knowledge and wisdom and understanding, and feeling healed. So if you are focusing on healing from something, really nice time in the second thirds of her to focus on that, especially as it regards love relationships that maybe haven't gone right. You can really look back on those and form new thoughts, ideas, and beliefs that serve you and take you to new places, things where there's less chaos and more tranquility and serenity, and you're coming through as a new person, Taurus. That is wonderful news for. And towards the beginning, see if you can receive some support. Reach out to others, especially if you're in a partnership, to help you work on projects, to help you with completing something. You really have a nice vision towards maybe having some new goals and some new adventures, some new places that you'd like to go. That's what this is really about, new places that you'd like to go. And then this is healing in your relationships, or just your beliefs about relationships, that really allow you to manifest what it is that you'd like to create. This is the person who creates results through the power and the focus of his mind in one direction. He says, this is what I want. I'm going to go after it with everything I've got. And therefore he results. So nice reading for you, for Taurus. Really trust in your own confidence and your own power to renew things and heal from something. That's my reading for you, Taurus, for November. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Taurus who you think might enjoy it. Feel free to share it on social media. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, I offer several different kinds of them. I do 3-card readings, half an hour readings, relationship hour-long readings. I offer numerology, astrology, cards of destiny, love cards, and tarot. So if you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to email me. I'll have it down in the description box. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. Hope you all have beautiful holidays. Yours in the stars.